The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Hardee's of Wyndham is a proud supporter of Eagle and Cobra Athletics. Stop in before or after the game for a delicious Black Angus thick burger, or try one of our new All-Star meals featuring everything you love all in one box. Hungry in the morning? Try one of our breakfast sandwiches with biscuits made from scratch every morning. Come home to Hardee's, located at the south junction of Highway 60 and 71 in Wyndham. I'm joined right now by Wyndham Senior Autumn Hauge, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Autumn.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the Laverne game. And, the first time you guys played Laverne this year, if I remember right, you weren't in the lineup.
No, yep, I was out due to a knee injury, so I missed a couple of games through the season. But yeah, it was nice to be back and be able to play against them.
Going into that game, I know that breaking their press was probably first and foremost for you guys. What were you guys able to do against that press?
Yeah, I personally always like it when we have a press up. It gives us a chance to speed up the offense and get an easier and quicker bucket. So it's really good when we attack the defense and we get people to draw, then we have lots of backdoor cuts open on those.
Yeah, and you and Delaney both kind of benefit a little bit from the guard's ability to break the pressure.
Yep, exactly. So we have to give a lot of credit to our guards for being able to withstand that pressure and be able to attack the basket still.
Laverne isn't really an overly tall team. On a night when they weren't hitting a whole lot, that really opens up the rebounding game for you guys. And you guys were able to keep them off the offensive glass and create transition baskets.
Yeah, that was our whole goal too, is to pull defenders and then have people be wide open underneath the basket, or even pull defenders and then look for those kick-out shots.
You guys have put together a pretty respectable season so far. It's the most wins you get that Wyndham girls basketball has had in 15 plus years, I think.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a real sense of kind of unfinished business for you guys. The bar is set pretty high, and the goals are set pretty high. That you guys want to get to Marshall and do well up there.
Yes, that's our goal. We've had that goal for the past 2 years, is to make it to Marshall and then keep working our way through one game at a time.
Tell me about this season, battling back from that knee injury for you, because, throughout your career, you really haven't had a setback like that.
Right. Yeah, it was difficult, but I think it helped me grow as a player, being able to help people on the court while I was on the bench and see things that they couldn't see at the time. So I think it's helped me come back as a player.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you're able, when you're on the bench, you can kind of notice different things throughout the game. What were some things that you were able to pick up from that time sitting on the bench, rehabbing from that injury, and what were you able to apply onto the court?
Being able to talk with my teammates more is a big plus, and being able to understand the defense a little bit better and knowing where to look on the court, because when you're playing, you're mostly looking at the ball and you're not really looking at the opposite sides as much as you do when you're on the court, when you're on the bench and you're seeing both the ball and people on the backside. So being able to check both sides and being able to help my teammates see almost everybody on the court and know where to cover and how to do it.
Teams that play you guys know that you've got some talented outside shooters, but you guys have two real talented post players. But at the same time, when either you or Delaney need a break, then you guys go with a little bit smaller lineup. It's how do you transition from going to a lineup with two bigs to running one post player?
Right. Our whole team is really good at getting rebounds. Letcher, she gets rebounds all the time. Gracie, she can jump 3 feet in the air, so she's really good at boxing people out and just going right to the ball. Hallie, too, will come in and step in on that post position sometimes. Then we have Shelby, too, who's one of our great defenders, and she'll always be back if they would happen to get a rebound quicker and then be able to get back in transition. So It's a really big team effort to trust everybody and to know where everybody's at.
looking ahead, you guys host Montevideo on Saturday for the playoffs. You guys, as a program, haven't played Montevideo in quite a while, and I imagine that there's a little bit of tape study going on this week to kind of understand what Montevideo tries to do. What have you guys seen on tape so far?
They're really big, just a flow offense. They like to set lots of screens off the ball and on the ball. So we just have to be talking those screens and talking where everybody's cutting. So we just have to keep this game in mind first. We have to get this first game out of the way and then look on to the next game. So we just have to take it one game at a time. It would probably have to be in our last game. The ball was going out of bounds. I was able to tip it back to Regan, and she hit that wide open three. So that was really fun and an exciting moment. And sweeping Jackson, too, was always a great time. Probably have to do some throwback songs, like something from maybe Fall Out Boys or something to get us pumped up. Probably Redwood, because they match up the best with us. I think they would describe me as probably one of the leaders, somebody who's always there to pick everybody up and cheer them on. Well, I'm busy with school, so I like to read, do lots of homework, hang out with my dog.
And of course, you're a senior this year. I imagine you've started or well into the college decision process.
Yep. I haven't quite decided where I want to go, but I'm looking at Bemidji State University and the University of Missouri St. Louis.
Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a big win over Laverne last week. Best of luck in the playoffs, and thanks for joining us.
Hardee's of Wyndham is a proud supporter of Eagle and Cobra Athletics. Stop in before or after the game for a delicious Black Angus thick burger, or try one of our new All-Star meals featuring everything you love all in one box. Hungry in the morning? Try one of our breakfast sandwiches with biscuits made from scratch every morning. Come home to Hardee's, located at the south junction of Highway 60 and 71 in Wyndham.